How's it going, everyone? I'm Stonewall. Today we're going to be looking at this really cool Chinese pharmacy modular building from Loz. It is set number 1024 and has 1,745 pieces. Let's build it. So a fun build there from Loz. If you're unfamiliar with their bricks, they are 75% the size of Lego. I'm really excited that they started making some minifigure scale sized modular buildings. In the past, they've just made these micro scale modular buildings, which I love those too. Check those out if you haven't. But this is a great build. I think it looks amazing. It looks like it's straight out of an old street from China. Comes with some cool accessories and some not so cool ones, but let's take a closer look. So as you can see, this set looks really great. Looks like it came right out of an old street in China. There is tons of detail everywhere, including the sides and the back, and it just looks really good. I like it a lot. It is a pharmacy. The sign here says Bao, which as far as I can tell is Linzhi is, I think, a prefecture in Tibet, and Bao is like treasure, so I think it's like treasure of Linbao. If that's wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. I think it's just the name of this pharmacy. My guess is it's more of a Chinese medicine style pharmacy. If I am right about that prefecture area, they're probably selling congcai, which is caterpillar fungus, which this fungus grows up in the mountains and kills caterpillars from the inside out, and it's used in Chinese medicine. It's good for like increased blood flow for high altitude sickness, that kind of thing. But if I'm wrong, someone tell me. But anyway, this pharmacy looks really great. So much detail. Has the Chinese style roof with these overhang accents. Continues on down here. I love the Chinese lanterns. These Chinese building sets always have a lot of Chinese paper lanterns. We'll do a quick spin around. The side has tons of detail. Right here and here. Just looks really good. And then as you can see on the back looks as good as the front. The back could be the front of another building. You have a nice ornate work here, lots of greebling, a little planter box here with some bamboo and flowers growing. And then you have this little door to go into the back door, hanging with a couple more of hanging paper lanterns. The other side looks about the same. One thing that's a little weird on this set is while these front doors close, they don't take up the entire entryway gap. So when you close them, there's a little gap there. So I don't know why they didn't just extend each door by one stud so you could fill that up when it's closed. So you might as well just leave them open the whole time so it looks a little better. So being a modular style building, the floors do come off in sections. So let's go ahead and take those off and look at them a little closer. Roof pops off, nothing inside there, but like I said, nice detailed roof there. Let's pop the second floor off. So as you can see, the second floor has the ladder attached to it that goes down to the first floor. I'll take that off just so we can get a better look at everything. So the second floor is pretty skinny. It's only about, let's see, 6 studs wide, so not too much depth in there to play and pose minifigures and that kind of thing. But if we take a little closer look in there, we see there is a bookcase filled with different kinds of medicines, a couple of drawers down there. You can see the kind of ornate work from the windows through, and there is a little table and a couple stools there. And then on that side of the wall there is a Chinese painting hanging. So taking a closer look at the first floor, you can see and get into it a little easier. There is a nice big counter, some few things on it there, and behind it it has one of those huge pharmacy bookshelves. I forget what they're called, but with all the little drawers and cabinets and stuff. You have more medicine up in those containers on top. Little planted flowers on the side there. And then the floors just go back on like any other modular. Like that. All right, so let's look at some of the accessory builds. The first one, and my favorite, is this Chinese lion dance costume. It looks really good. I love all the colors on it. You can see it's mostly red. I like just the accents with the yellow, the green, and even that little purple piece in there looks really good. And this guy's looks like a mustache to me, but just looks really good. It does include almost 2 minifigures inside. I'll take them out. They are just all red, so they're in costume. It would have been nice if they gave us a little headpiece on that guy. And then the other guy is the same, except for he does not have any arms because it is too skinny to fit a minifigure with arms in there. So like I said, you have almost 2 extra minifigures. This guy's missing arms and they're both missing head pieces, or head prints. But I'm glad they included them. I think it really adds to the accessory build here of the lion dance. You can pose them and just looks really good. The other side build is this little drum set, which this minifigure here comes with a couple of drumsticks to whack on. And this thing is a pain. These things fall off really easily. As you can see, they're kind of just a couple cylinder pieces with a axle in between them, and they just rest and pinch in between that bat piece, and they just are always falling off. It's a really big pain, and it's almost not even worth having. Taking a closer look at the minifigures, this is the drummer guy. He comes with 2 drumsticks and a Chinese hat. I like the print on his upper body there, red legs. Looks pretty good. This is the other guy. You may have noticed in the speed build that I had quite a few problems with the minifigures in this set. This guy didn't have a torso. I was supposed to get another red torso piece from him. So that's why in the video he is just an upper body and legs. I did find an extra torso piece in my spare parts, so I was able to complete him. It's black, like I said, it's supposed to be red. It's just a shame. Usually all the parts are in these sets. Thankfully, since I have so many, usually I can find a spare part if I need one, because they do give you a ton of extra parts in these sets. So thankfully I was able to complete him. He looks pretty good. He's got a sleeveless top on there. And here is the last minifigure that came in this set. Once again, I had problems with her as well. As you can see, her top print does not go with that dress. This set came with it's kind of like a server or waiter uniform top, and it's supposed to be more of a blouse that goes into the purple on that dress. At least there was one so I could form her, but that is not what is supposed to come with it. I also had a problem with her arm. The hand that when I pushed on it broke into it and snapped off, but just like the other guy, I did have some spare parts, so I was able to complete her later after the build. She has that dress piece and some long black hair, and then she has a paper fan there in her left hand. So that's what I thought about it. I think it's a great looking build. I like some of the accessory builds, but not some of the others. I did have some minifigure problems there. Thankfully, I was able to find some spares in my collection. Usually that's not a concern though, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But overall, it looks like a great building, both from the front and the back. Let me grab the other 2 modulars and we'll see what they look like all together. So here's what all 3 of them look like together. The pharmacy is in the middle here. It is the tallest out of the 3. I really like how they look together. I like how they all have a similar style. They fit together really well. Like they have similar roof designs, even though still a little bit different. The only problem I had with this one putting it together were these little 1x1 studs on the front here. They are angled kind of like a diamond, and when they put them together against the other buildings, they popped off because they overhung just a little bit. So I just made them horizontal when I put them all 3 together. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, kind of a little bit of a design problem there. But like I said, they look really great together. Obviously they're modular buildings, so you can move them around either way if you have all 3. Turn it around so you can see the back side. And like I said, the back sides of these modular buildings look really great. They could be the front sides on buildings themselves. Get the little garden and door and everything. So yeah, that's what they look like together. I think they look really great. I definitely recommend getting all 3 if you can. They just look really good in a lineup like that. Let me know which one you like the best. If you haven't checked out the other two videos of these two buildings, they should be on my channel as well. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe so you can check out the next video.